Ultamize. Here's something you can do today. At the end of your next workday, take 2 minutes and ask yourself this: did I make things easier for people today or harder? If you're honest with that question, you'll start spotting patterns quickly because the biggest professional mistakes are rarely dramatic. They're small, repeated behaviors that create just enough friction to hold you back. Let me give you a very specific example. You join a meeting 2 minutes late and say nothing. You think it's minor, nobody mentions it, but the signal is clear. Other people's time is flexible. Now compare that to A, showing up on time, or B, saying, sorry for joining late, I'm here now. 10 words, but it resets the interaction. That's etiquette. Here's another one. You send a message late at night. It's 11:30 p.m. No context. Now the person receiving it is wondering, is this urgent? Am I expected to respond now? Should I be concerned? Now compare that to sending this now so I don't forget. No need to respond until tomorrow. Same message, completely different experience. You've removed the pressure. That's good etiquette. Here's another situation. You're in a group conversation. Someone says something that isn't quite right. You correct them immediately and directly. Even if you're right, you've created a moment of embarrassment. Now compare that to waiting and addressing it more gently or even offline if it's not critical. That preserves the relationship. That's professionalism. Now, let's talk about something even more subtle. You don't follow up. Not because you don't care, but because you assume the other person will reach out if they need anything. From your perspective, that's sufficient. From their perspective, it feels like a lack of ownership. Now compare that to a simple follow up. Just checking in on this. Let me know if you need anything else from me. That shows responsibility. That builds trust. It's good etiquette. Here's another real world pattern. People treat informal moments as if they don't count. Quick chats, side conversations, messages that feel casual. But those moments are often where impressions are formed. You make a joke that doesn't land. You sound dismissive without realizing it. You respond too quickly without thinking. Again, not a disaster, but it adds up. Now, here's the key insight: people don't usually tell you about these mistakes, they just adjust their behavior. They include you less, they rely on you less, they stop bringing you into important situations. And you're left wondering why. So the goal is not perfection, it's awareness. Notice the small moments. Notice how people respond. Notice where things feel slightly off and make small adjustments. Because in the end, your reputation is built on patterns. And the people who succeed are not the ones who avoid every mistake. They're the ones who reduce friction consistently. That's what people remember. And that's what moves your career forward.